participate in this high-level segment of the 52nd session of the Human Rights Council of the United Nations. We are here to reaffirm Peru's historic and irrevocable commitment to the respect, promotion, and defense of human rights and fundamental freedoms for all. Consistent with this firm national stance, as I begin my remarks before this council, I must address the difficult and complex situation that my country has faced since 7 December last. On that date, then President Pedro Castillo, violating the Constitution, committed a coup d'etat. This was immediately counteracted by the democratic institutions, and we saw constitutional succession unfold, leading to Dina Boluarte, the current president, holding office. In the recent nationwide episodes of social protest, unfortunately, there were acts of violence and vandalism. These besmirched peaceful protest. Given this reality, I should like to express the deep condolences and sadness of the government of Peru facing the tragic loss of life of our compatriots. With the firm commitment of ensuring the right to truth, our authorities are undertaking, with impartiality, independence, and without delay, investigations under civil law. We hope to have, as quickly as possible, the results of these investigations. These investigations, as I indicated, have been unfolding with full impartiality. The goal is that, once concluded, we can see the prosecution and punishment of those responsible for these attacks on life, safety, and public and private property in step with applicable legislation. Likewise, the government has established a multi-sectoral commission. It will address debts to the deceased and those who were seriously injured during these protests. The work of this commission includes invitees, among others, such as representatives from the Ombudsperson's Office and the Resident Coordinator of the UN. It has brought support and solidarity for family members of those deceased and those wounded in the protests. The Commission has also identified needs as regards physical and mental health, education, housing, and in other areas. The idea is to provide comprehensive support. It is important to underscore that the Public Defender's Office of the Ministry of Justice and Human Rights ensures the rights to the legal defense of those who participated in the social protests. Support has been provided to 115 family members of persons killed and wounded in the protests throughout the country, and legal support has been provided to 432 detainees. Working together with the Ministry of Culture, we have contracted interpreters for Quechua, Aymara, and Ashininka with a plural linguistic focus. The administration of President Boluarte is convinced that the solution to this difficult state of affairs is social dialogue. It must be broad and inclusive. We recognize the support that could come from organizations such as the UN. This can complement our efforts to build bridges between in tackling common challenges. It is based on this conviction that Peru has addressed recent events with full openness and transparency before the international and regional human rights bodies.